Hello friends, our today's question is find lucky integer in the array, which is question number 1394. So what is lucky integer? Let's read the question first. Given an array of integers ARR array is given. A lucky integer is an integer that has a frequency in the array equal to its value. So what this line says to us is lucky integer is that integer whose frequency should be equal to its value. So for example, let's say our array is 2 3 4 5 2 2 3 4 5 2. So our lucky integer would be 2 here because its value is 2 and its frequency is also 2. So here for our example, lucky integer would be 2. So for this line, this was the meaning. Now what we need to find? We need to return the largest lucky integer in the array. So in my example, there was 2 only lucky integer, but in bigger arrays in 200 to 300 elements array, there would be many lucky integers. So of those lucky integers, we need to find the largest lucky integer in the array. If there is no lucky integer, we need to return -1. So let's see the example. Our ARI is given to 2 3 4, and the only lucky integer in the array is 2 because frequency of 2 is also 2. Frequency of 2, basically 2 is not here at the index, it is basically the digit. So frequency of the 2 number is equal to its value. So our lucky integer is 2. Now in this array 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3, our lucky integer is 2 and 3, but we need to find the largest. Here lucky integers 1 2 and 3 all are the lucky integers, but we need lucky numbers, lucky integers both are equal, but we need to find the largest integer, largest lucky integer. So to find, we need largest lucky integer. So our answer is 3, not 2, not 1. Our answer is 3. So let's see this array. 2 is written 3 times and 3 is written 2 times. So there is no lucky integer. So we will return -1 because there are no lucky numbers in the array. So to find this, the optimized approach would be by using unordered map. Because why I thought of unordered map? Because by using unordered map, we can store basically two values. First will be integer, second will be frequency of that particular integer. So it takes basically it stores basically two values. The first would be integer and the second would be frequency of that particular integer, and the name of this particular unordered map would be freq. Basically I write is freq. Now let's run through this. Now how will loop run in this array and freq? Now to count frequency of all the, now when I need to find frequency of particular elements, I will write a for loop. And how for loop will run is, I need to write, basically I need to run a for loop, and to run for loop I will write int value ARR. So in CPP the loop is written also like this. So to loop in ARR, or basically ARR here, I will write int value. So to loop over whole the ARR array, I will write this, and I will write freq of value plus plus. So what will two line will do is, so it will run and through the entire, it will loop through the entire array, basically integer wise or you can say index wise, and it will count all the particular digits or you can say integer, and would store the frequency of that particular integer, not the value, not any instances. It will store only the frequency of that particular integer. Like it will, for instance, let's say our array is 2 2 3 4, and by starting from this it will store 2, and frequency of that, it does not store like how much instances are, it's basically store instances also. But for this I will use, it is written here freq of value plus plus. Basically if there is 2, it will store freq of value is 1, So again 2 is here, so it will increment it if the value is found again. So it will store the frequency of 2, and 3 or 4 will be 3, and frequency of 3 and 4 would be 1. So our frequency storage thing is done. Now we need to find the largest lucky integer. So let's take a result variable again. For result variable we need to return -1, so I will initialize to -1, because if there is no lucky integer it would be returning -1. So at the end I don't need to write return -1 inside if else condition. I have taken only one time result equal to -1. Now to find lucky integer we will run again loop inside the frequency unordered map. Unordered map, now we will loop through the unordered map to find that our frequency is equal to that particular value or not. So to run I will use auto keyword and will compare the two. Basically our first value is int and the second value is frequency of that value particular integer. Basically first is the number and second is frequency of the particular number. So auto it fric. Now I will check if the first basically here first is a number and second is frequency of that number. So if it is equal, it dot first is equal to it dot second. So what will I do is I will assign the result variable to max of result or it dot first. Why I wrote this line? Because our result is initialized to -1. So if this condition does not match, it will automatically return -1. So our if no lucky integer find, if there is no lucky integer found, we need to return -1. That condition is done. Now to return the largest lucky integer in our array, I have looped to the entire unordered map, and if it dot first is equal to it dot second, what this line does is res is assigned to maximum of two variables. What are they? Result and it dot first. Let's say our it dot first is now let's run take this example. There are three lucky integers. So basically all are the lucky integers here. All have it dot first equal to it dot second. So for all numbers it dot first equal to it dot second would be matched. This condition should be matched for all the integers in this particular array. For example 2 array, this condition should be matched through the entire all the numbers. So to find the largest lucky integers of these three, what this line does is this line takes the maximum of res on it dot in it dot first. Now if 1 is here, so what it does is our result is -1, but -1 comma 1 is 1, so result would be equal to 1. But now again loop runs, and after it running, it finds that 2 is also there. So our result was equal to 1 before, but now after checking this condition for 2 is also matched. For 1 is done. Now for 2 this condition also match. Our result was equal to 1 before, after matching the condition of 1. So now it would be equal to the maximum of 1 comma it dot first. It dot first is 2 for now the second index, and now result would be equal to 2. Now after again the loop will run, and it will find that for 3 also this condition is matching. So it will go into this line, and result was previously our 2. Now it will find that 2 maximum, it will calculate maximum of 2 comma it dot first, and it dot first now is 3. 3 is also matched, so maximum of 2 comma is 3 is 3. So now result is 3. So final answer of our would be 3 for this particular array. So I will write here return result test basically. Now I will run it. Okay, all the test cases are passed. Now let's submit and check the results. Okay, it is accepted, all the test cases are passed, and runtime is 0 millisecond. Bits are 100%. Memory used is 13.9 MB, and bits are 81.7%. And here is the solution of this. Okay, thank you guys.